Hughes secures Mark Guehi transfer as journalist confirms Liverpool's green light. Attention! Fabrizio Romano confirms that Liverpool's top target wants to leave. Harvey Elliott may still follow Liverpool's transfer model despite the big money overhaul. Welcome, dear supporter. Let's check out the latest updates from the greatest club in the world. Liverpool has taken another major step forward in their pursuit of Mark Guehi, following reports that the Crystal Palace defender has said yes to a move to Anfield. However, journalist David Ornstein also mentioned an alternative Premier League target the Reds could turn to if needed. The 2025 summer transfer window is shaping up to be the most expensive in Liverpool's history, with 7 new signings already agreed, totaling around £190 million, or approximately €222 million. The Premier League champions are far from finished in the market. Naturally, there will also be departures, and the exit of players who are not part of Arne Slot's plans will help fund further reinforcements as the Dutchman looks to shape a title-winning squad in his image. Slot's transfer agenda reportedly still includes a new striker and a new center-back before the window closes on Monday, September 1. Regarding the defensive reinforcement, multiple reports in recent weeks have confirmed Liverpool's strong interest in prying the England international away from Selhurst Park. With just 1 year left on his contract, Crystal Palace is not expected to block the move, although they are holding firm on their asking price, believed to be between £45 million and £50 million, or up to €58.2 million. Liverpool's pursuit of Guehi took a significant leap on Tuesday morning when 2 key developments emerged. First, Guehi informed Palace that he will not sign a contract extension. Second, the Eagles reportedly completed a record-breaking deal for his replacement, Ousmane Diomande, clearing the path for Guehi's departure. Now, journalist David Lynch has added to the growing belief that a deal is moving closer, revealing that initial talks between Guehi's representatives and Liverpool officials resulted in the 24-year-old giving the green light. It's interesting because everything I'm hearing is that he wants game-time assurances, Lynch said on the Anfield Index YouTube channel. What I've been told in the past few days is that he's excited about the move, so I think he has been given some guarantees that he won't just be sitting on the bench. I believe it will be genuine competition, and the opportunity to take Konaté's spot will be there. Mark Guehi appears to be close to joining Liverpool, with reports suggesting he has received assurances about playing time, even though he hasn't yet spoken directly to manager Arne Slot. Talks are still being handled at the sporting director level, but there's a clear plan that convinced the player. Transfer insider Rudy Galletti reports that Guehi is close to agreeing personal terms on a long-term deal, while James Pearce notes the transfer still hinges on 2 main factors, especially Palace's response to Liverpool's initial low offer. David Ornstein confirms that Guehi remains a top target for Liverpool, but he's not the only Premier League defender being considered. With Jarell Quansah set to leave, Liverpool is evaluating several center-backs. However, the club will only move forward with Guehi if the price is right. Overall, Liverpool is handling the negotiations with strategy and patience, aiming to strengthen their defense long-term under Arne Slot.
Darwin Núñez could leave Liverpool this window, with Napoli advancing in negotiations. His departure would open up space up front and free up funds for reinforcements. Luis Diaz is also on the radar of giants like Bayern, Barcelona, and Saudi clubs. Although Liverpool wants to keep him, an offer around €80 million could seal his sale. Furthermore, Federico Chiesa's future remains uncertain. Signed in September 2024 for up to £12.5 million from Juventus, the ex-Azzurri forward had a quiet season at Anfield. With only 6 Premier League appearances, he failed to establish himself in the squad, fueling speculation about a possible return to Serie A. According to reports from Anfield Watch, Chiesa was already homesick in January, but a return to Italy did not materialize last winter. In recent weeks, his name has been linked with Milan, Roma, and Napoli. Now, journalist Fabrizio Romano has delivered a definitive update on the player's plans. Chiesa wants to leave Liverpool this summer. We also have to keep an eye on Federico Chiesa's situation because, according to my information, he wants to return to Italy. He wants to leave Liverpool not because he has any problem with the club. He loves the club, loves his teammates, and everyone in the environment. But the problem is that Chiesa is not playing regularly, and he wants to play. He wants to be active, to return to the Italian national team. Playing regularly will be crucial for that. Romano adds that Napoli has concrete interest, and other Serie A clubs are also watching the situation closely. Liverpool would be willing to let the player go for around 15 million euros, which would prevent the club from making a loss on the initial investment. Chiesa is under contract until 2028, but is unlikely to see out that deal. Despite limited playing time, the Italian forward won over a part of the Liverpool fan base with his grit, skill, and passion in the few chances he had. However, his need for minutes and determination to reclaim his place with the Azzurri are leading Chiesa to seriously consider a return to Italy. With potential exits from Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, and now Federico Chiesa, Liverpool's attacking department could undergo a major overhaul this window. The board, led by Arne Slot, will face the challenge of managing these changes without compromising on-pitch performance, seeking high-quality reinforcements to keep the club competitive on all fronts.
When we talk about Harvey Elliott, we talk about a promising talent who, once again, proved his worth to the world. The number 19 of the Reds starred at the U21 European Championship, leading England to the title with 5 goals in 6 games, including a stunner in the final against Germany. His performance earned him the Player of the Tournament award, confirming what many already knew. Elliott is one of the most talented young players in European football. However, his future at Anfield is, for now, uncertain. Despite his international brilliance, the reality is that Harvey Elliott struggled to find space in Liverpool's squad last season. With just 2 Premier League starts, both after the title was secured, he saw Mohamed Salah and Dominik Szoboszlai occupy the positions that best suit his style, right wing and attacking midfield. Now, with the arrival of Florian Wirtz for £116 million, the competition has become even fiercer, raising doubts about his place under Arne Slot. Elliott himself is aware of the challenge. Before even heading to the U21 Euros, he admitted that he did not want to waste years of his career on the bench. That statement reveals a player aware of his potential and seeking a starring role, whether at Anfield or elsewhere. But nothing is decided yet. Last season was marred by setbacks, including a broken foot in August that kept him out until December. Still, Elliott managed to catch Slot's eye in the season's closing weeks and used the U21 tournament to prove his worth. With Salah expected to depart for AFCON in January and Szoboszlai likely to operate in deeper midfield roles, new chances may emerge for Elliott in the 2025 campaign. Liverpool, on the other hand, knows that the player's market value has never been higher, which raises a difficult question. Keep him and risk his value dropping due to limited minutes, or sell him now at the peak of his valuation. A potential departure of Elliott wouldn't be frowned upon by supporters, especially if it's driven by his legitimate desire for playing time. However, the player can find inspiration within the club. Curtis Jones followed a similar path. He starred in the 2023 U21 Euros, faced stiff competition after Liverpool's midfield overhaul, and still became an important squad member, earning over 50 starts in 2 seasons. The decision is in Elliott's hands. He can follow Jones's example and fight for his place with courage and patience, or seek a new challenge where he can be a starter from the day one. Whatever he chooses, it's clear that Liverpool possesses a gem who, whether he stays or leaves, has already made his mark at Anfield and promises to keep shining wherever he goes. Thanks so much for reading this far. See you next time.